welcome back to another episode of World Tour on Football Manager 2021. I hope you're well. I am. I finally, after 5 seasons in charge, this is the 5th season in charge of Sligo Rovers, we have our Sligo Rovers training jacket. It's amazing. But what's not amazing, I'm not sure it's amazing anyway. I'm not too sure about it actually. Our form so far this season. So obviously, last episode was just the President's Cup where we got absolutely demolished by Shamrock Rovers. But since then, these are the games we've played. We've managed 2 wins out of the 8 games we've played in the league. But we've only lost 2 as well. Lots of draws. And on the plus side, barring the 2 defeats, we've not really conceded that many goals compared to last season. So I'm not too sure how to look at it. Maybe after today's games against Shelbourne and UCD, we'll be a bit clearer on how we should view the form that we're in at the minute. Now, also, since the last episode, you may have noticed in some of the goal scorers in those games that I showed you, or at least the results that I showed you before, some new names. There have been 3 further incomings since the last episode. We'll start off with Cian Coleman, who is a defensive midfielder. He's been brought in as a backup. I just felt like we needed an extra player as cover in defensive midfield position. He's not great, going to be honest with you, but his marking and tackling are pretty good. 11 marking, 10 tackling. He is 30 years old though, so he won't really be with us for long. He'll probably be gone by the end of his contract, I would imagine, in 2028, and hopefully we can get a better player in to replace him, but we just needed that extra cover, I thought. Speaking of extra cover, Ryan Walker, he's been brought in for extra cover at right back, but the difference with this guy is, well, first of all, he's not actually on a part-time contract, which the majority of the team are. In fact, I think he may be the only player that isn't on a part-time contract. He's on a non-contract, so that's a positive. But also, the coaches rates him as 3 stars with a potential of somewhere up to even the possibility of 4.5 stars, which is pretty decent. He's going to be cover. He's going to be backup to the backup. I think he's like our 3rd choice right back. But the fact that we're not paying him any money for him to just be sat in the reserves is great. And if someone comes in and steals him away, then that's fine too, in my opinion. And then the final incoming, probably the best signing so far this transfer window, I would say. Or I'd say this transfer window isn't really a transfer window system because we're just getting free transfers in all the time. But definitely the best transfer this season, I think. I can't even say his name. Promise Omochere. He is a Nigerian national. He can play either on the right wing or the left wing. He was brought in to be backup to Thomas Alua at right wing. However, we have found ourselves playing both Alua and Omochere as inverted wingers on each side. Omochere's been on the left wing and Alua on the right wing. He's a very good player. The coach rates him as a 3.5 star player, potential of 4 stars, 26 years old. Standout attributes are his dribble in his first touch, and he's pretty quick as well. There's an acceleration of 14, agility of 12, and he's been very good for us so far this season. As you can see down here, he's got an average rating of 7.12 in 2 league starts and 2 appearances off the bench, 1 goal, 2 assists. He looks a decent signing. In terms of further outgoings, it's just another 2 youngsters that have gone out on loan. Sunday Lawal, who's not really that great a player. The left back, he's gone on loan to Monaghan Caban, and as has Tom Shaughnessy, the winger, who looks a little bit better, but still not really at first team level just yet. So this is how the league table looks heading in to this game against Shelbourne today. We are 5th in the table. We're actually 3 points better off than we were at this stage last season, despite the fact that we've only won 2 games. Those 4 draws, I feel like those 4 draws have been turned into draws from defeats last season. So they would have probably been defeats last season, but we managed to pick up a point in each of those games. But Shelbourne today, we play 9th and 10th back-to-back. Shelbourne without a victory this season. Hopefully, both teams that were played today actually without a victory this season. Hopefully that doesn't mean that they're going to both get their first victories of the season against us. But we can only wait and see. So this is the lineup and tactic that we are going with for today's game. So we have Trevor Murphy in goal, as always, but he should be on a sweeper keeper because he prefers to be in that role. So on sweeper keeper defend. Then Rigodanzo's at fullback, John Mann and Alberkis in centre of defence, Daniel O'Reilly at left back. David Corley is in defensive midfield. He's been doing pretty decent there so far this season. Verdon and Buckley are our centre midfielders. We've sort of gone back in time a bit having those two there, but we've switched things around several times between several players. We originally started with O'Malley and Conwy in centre midfield, I think, this season, but they had a few poor performances, and then Verdon and Buckley played well when they were in centre midfield, and we can't really get them out of the team. So that's why they're there. And then, as I said, Thomas Alua and Promise Omachere are our two wingers, both playing as inverted wingers. We are one of our in possession tactics is for the fullbacks to overlap down each side. Obviously, it is our possession pressing tactic. So Alua and Omachere are going to come inside more with the ball on each side, and then that should leave room for O'Reilly and Rigodanzo to bomb down the wing and get balls in the box into the danger area for George O'Kearney, who is one of our joint top scorers for the season. He's been playing very well up front. The other joint top scorers are Alua and Breen. Danny Morrissey, still without a goal this season, but that is probably because I haven't played him. You can't really score when you're not getting played. So an away game for us today, and the fans are looking pretty positive on social media heading into this one. Garrett O'Leary simply just saying, yep, that'll do. Sarah Purcell looking forward to another Rigodanzo masterclass at right back. To be fair, he's not been playing that great this season, but if she's seeing something different, then who am I to argue? And then Trevor Fitzgibbon is happy with the shape that we've stuck with. This shape has proved worthwhile so far, is what he said. Now, I've not checked over the side to see if there's any former Sligo players in their lineup. Is Dermot Brady? Dermot Brady sort of rings a bell, perhaps. I might just be... No, I don't think he did, actually. I'm just talking nonsense. But George Fuller is definitely their danger man if last season is anything to go by. No former Sligo players in their starting lineup or on the bench, though, for them today as we reach the team talk. And it's going to be another pumping of the fists. We're the underdogs here. Are we really? I mean, okay. I'll trust my assistant. We're underdogs. Suits us down to the ground. Let's go and cause an upset. But I feel like we should not be the underdogs. So here we go. Shelburne in the red kit today. We are in our away blue kit with a little bit of red in there just for a bit of seasoning to the kit, as Shelburne have the first chance of the game, possibly with Doyle running down the left. It'd be great if we could get a challenge in. He just seems to be dancing down the wing, and Fuller is there, and the danger man that I marked out at the start of the game has got Shelburne off to the best of starts. So 20 minutes in, I don't feel like this is working. They're having more possession of the ball than us, so our possession pressing tactic isn't really going to work. So I'm going to switch the passing to more direct, but then the team aren't really used to that, I guess. We'll put the passing directness on to standard. We'll slow the tempo down a little bit. We'll still look to overlap down both wings. I think, will we? No, we won't. We'll remove the overlap whilst in possession. We're going to slightly lower our line of engagement. We'll keep the defensive line as being standard, and we'll not play the offside trap either. I feel like that might be a bit too much for my central defenders, and we'll hopefully be able to get into this game. So, free kick for Shelburne. Fuller's there with a header again. Buckley with an excellent clearance off the line. We're on the ropes here, to be honest with you guys. Fuller plays it across. Buckley with a good challenge, and Verdon with the ball forward. Now O'Kearney with a chance on the counter-attack, possibly. He's going to have to hold the ball up a little bit. He does well, gets it to Omachere eventually. Now Buckley on the edge of the box. Buckley has a shot, and it's over the bar from George Buckley. First real chance of the game for us there, though. We've had an opportunity. That's a positive, as we have a goal kick with Murphy, and he's been instructed to play it out from the back. Of Verdon with the long ball forward, really searching for absolutely no one there. O'Kearney was nowhere near it, as Kelly plays a long ball forward. O'Reilly wins the header, but it comes back to Shelburne, and we really need to get a foothold in this game, as Albergus heads the way again straight to a Shelburne player. McCabe with the ball at the back, long ball forward once more. Doyle wins it this time, but Alua with an excellent interception, and we can get on the attack once more. Omachere, very centrally, obviously the inverted winger, coming in from the left-hand side, plays it to Corley. Now Rigodanzo to Alua. Now Verdon, the centre midfielder, back to Rigodanzo. Just patient build-up play from us here. He's running into a bit of trouble though. Rigodanzo with a nice ball down the line. O'Kearney, is there anyone in the box? There's a few. O'Kearney, back post. Omocheri's with the header. And Promise Omocheri, the recent signing, has got his second goal of the season. He goes straight to the top of the goal-scoring shorts. Well, goal-scoring charts, not shorts. Level with a few of the other players that I mentioned earlier in the video, but it's a brilliant header. Omocheri, arguably the goalkeeper should be doing better than that. I don't know if he's a bit unsighted by the defender, but Omocheri scores a beautiful header and it's 1-1. And we reach half time at 1-1. Pretty even game in the grand scheme of things. We have a slightly better XG. We've had slightly less shots and one less shot on target. They are winning the possession battle, so it's probably a good plan that I try to get rid of our possession tactic as we head to the dressing room. And I'm pretty pleased. I'm gonna say with outstretched arms, I'm pleased with how things are going. Keep it up. Seems to have inspired and motivated everyone. Don't think there's any drastic change that needs to be made. Although saying that, Sam Verdon's on a 6.3. That's not great. I'm gonna take him off. Kongnui, one of the newer signings, I guess, came in at January of this season. He's going to come on from the bench in the advanced playmaker role, but we'll just leave it as that one change for now. Rigodanzo on a 6.4. I'll be keeping an eye on you. We do have Ryan Walker on the bench, the non-contracted player, but of course we will have to pay him his appearance fee if he does make an appearance, funnily enough, which is £160. That's yeah. I mean, I don't know why I'm complaining about. £160 pretty decent. £160 a week. That would be a lot less than the majority of our squad are on. So we'll see if he's needed, and we'll just head into the second half with that one change made in the centre of midfield. Hopefully we can do the business in the second half as Shelburne have a chance possibly playing the ball out from the back. It's Fuller, the danger man and goal scorer from the first half, gets it back from Kearney. And now Beattie has it to Lunny. It's a nice passing play from Shelburne, very quickly moving it around. Phillips has got it on the right-hand side now. Ball into the box, headed away by Mann, but it's going to come to Beattie, and he plays it to Lunny. Now Kearney to Fuller, and what is the goalkeeper doing? It doesn't matter, it's offside, it's fine. But Trevor Murphy, I don't know where he thought the ball was going. He dived to his right-hand side. The ball went to his left-hand side, and he was just all kinds of confused there. That is very close. That is a very close offside, and we're gonna demand more. Throw in Shelburne's half. O'Kearney takes it. Ulua loses out, but O'Kearney's got it again. Now it's Kongnui, the substitute. He takes a shot. No, he doesn't. I thought that was a shot. He switches play to the left. O'Reilly, ball in, headed away by McCabe. But we should get this still. It is with Corley. Now Buckley, the two elder statesmen of Sligo, combining as Omocheri tries an audacious through ball in reality for O'Kearney, and the goalkeeper just picked that up easily as Kelly finds himself in tons of space there. I don't know what Mann was doing. So 64 minutes gone. Rigodanzo's performance has not improved, so it is going to be I think it might be a debut appearance for Ryan Walker. I don't think he's played. Oh, he has played. I'm completely wrong. He's played twice, actually. Once off the bench and one start. So another appearance for Ryan Walker today, but the first appearance in a video or an episode for Ryan Walker at right back. Will not change his role or anything. Burkus is concerning me as well at centre back on a 6.4. We've got Manatsakanyan, the youngster, on the bench. He's done pretty well in the few games that he's played for us this year, so he may be an option to bring on if Burkus doesn't book his ideas up soon. As it's a corner for Shelburne, still applying pressure. Headers there from Mark Doyle, and it is 2-1 to the home side. It looks like they could be about to get their first win of the season. We've got 15 minutes left to save this game, but I feel like we need to save it from becoming a demolishing. Albercus isn't doing great on a 6.4. Do we do that? Do we just go for it? We've got Milani and Thomas Breen as our attacking options on the bench. Breen, to be fair to him, is looking motivated. What I think we're going to do is we're going to move Omocheri to right wing. We're going to put him as a winger on support. And then O'Kearney is going to move from striker to left wing, and we'll put him on winger on support, which is his natural role. He's been playing as a striker because he's been managing to get goals for us from there. And then Thomas Alua is going to come off. Thomas Breen, who's got 2 goals this season, is going to come on for the last 16 minutes or so. He's already looking motivated, so I don't really feel like I need to give him an individual team talk before he comes on the pitch. Hopefully he can just let the football do the talking as we head into the last 10 minutes of the game. I'm going to encourage them to try and do something. As O'Kearney, possibility here, throw in. Terrible throw in. He's our best throw in taker as well, but he's got the ball back. Chance to get a ball in, possibly. He does, but it's headed away by Kelly. And now it's Shelburne on the counter-attack. Fuller, the danger man. He's huge. How tall is he? He looks like a basketball player. He's that tall. Brady down this right-hand side. Ball into the box. Fuller's there. He's got to score. Surely, it's straight at Trevor Murphy. And we've been let off the hook from a 3rd goal conceded there. But we are gonna lose this game. We have given Shelburne their first victory of the season. It's a 2-1 defeat for Sligo Rovers today. A very disappointing result. I'm going to go hands on hips and say I'm not happy with the performance out there. It seems to have demotivated Promise Omachere. And yeah, I was going to try and appease him. I'm not going to do that. So that result knocks us down to 7th place in the league. And now Shelburne are level on points with us on 10 points. But you can see the gap from 9th all the way up to 2nd. There's only 8 points. So a lot to play for still at this early stage of the season. UCD falling away from things. They're 3 victories away from climbing out of the bottom of the table. So hopefully that means we're not going to give them their first win of the victory, at least in this next game. Okay, so here we are for the second of today's matches, and it is against rock bottom of the table UCD. They have 1 point from 9 games all season, a minus 16 goal difference. Surely we cannot give them their first win of the season. Surely that's not going to happen. Even if we draw against them, I'm probably going to be pretty annoyed. Now, there are going to be changes from the last game. We are going to change our right back. We're not going to put Ryan Walker in. We are instead going to play Niall Gallagher at right back in place of Rigodanzo. And then at left back, O'Reilly is going to make way. And we're going to bring on Max Murphy for him. And then Sam Verdon, wasn't impressed with him last time out. Wasn't impressed with Conwy either, coming off the bench for him. So we are going to play Dara Fox as the advanced playmaker today. I feel like O'Kearney did okay last game up front without really scoring. We'll give the 2 inverted wingers another chance today. If that doesn't seem to work for us, then we will make a change. Obviously, we have Breen and Milani lined up on the bench. I don't think I want to make any changes to that. So we will just advance into the game with those few changes made. We'll stick with the possession pressing tactic. Hopefully we can get a win against UCD. If we can't beat UCD, then I'm going to start to get very worried about our chances this season. Annie McCarthy has hit the nail on the head here. Not going to be pleasant for anyone, but a win is required. I feel like that should just be our club motto at the moment. That if we do win, it's not going to be an entertaining win. Team talk time, and we are going to say that we're favourites for a reason. In fact, no, we're going to say we owe UCD after what happened in our last match. Go out there and get revenge. I don't remember what happened in the last match. So here we go. Game is about to get underway. UCD in their baby blue shirts, us in our usual home red kits with white sleeves. And as I said, we really need to defeat UCD today. We can't give 2 sides their first victories of the season in consecutive games, can we? 20 minutes in, and this is the first highlight of the game. Cleary to play it long for UCD. Intercepted nicely by the right back, Gallagher, but Gray plays that long again, and UCD have the ball at their feet once more. Marn misses the header, and Boyle is through on goal. We're doing it. I said we couldn't do it, but Mark Boyle, he's put them ahead. John Marn, but just completely missing his header, and I'm going to demand more. I mean, they've got another chance now, possibly. Long ball. Albercus brings it down nicely and then just does that. What is that? Desmond plays it to Boyle. We need to win the ball back. We're running around like headless chickens. It's like we haven't played this formation before. I don't understand. Rafferty plays the ball back. Oh, that was kind of him. He gives the ball away to George O'Kearney. Now we need to get some support up there for George. Support coming on the left, but George doesn't see it, and he just has an effort himself. Just thinks, why not? I'll just smash that into the empty stands. Free kick for UCD. Rafferty takes it. Mar with a header, and that's over the bar from him. And this has been just terrible. Terrible. Another chance. Possibly Desmond's going to get sent off here. A second booking for him. Late tackle on our player there. And UCD are down to 10 men as we head to half time. 1 goal down. And we need to do something at half time. Hands on hips. Show a bit of desire. Don't look like a team that wants to win. We're gonna go to the tactics screen. Let's see what we can do. So O'Kearney is in danger of being booked, looking frustrated. David Cawley's looking anxious. Rating wise, like, it's just a Lua that's got a 6.4 rating. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna move Omachere to right wing. This is the same thing we did in the last game. Switch him as a winger on support. Alua is going to come off eventually, but O'Kearney's going to move to left wing, winger on support. Alua off, Breen on, Poacher on attack. But this time we are also, if I can, yes I can, we're going to move Fox up to attacking midfield as the advanced playmaker. Cawley's going to be the ball winning midfielder, but slightly higher up in centre midfield alongside Buckley. And hopefully this will do the trick. We're going to increase the pressure as well we're going to increase the defensive line a bit higher. I'm tempted to move the line of engagements even higher as well, but I'm not sure whether I should. No, but I believe that is higher. And also the fact that we have an extra man in them, I'm going to switch it to an attacking mentality. In fact, we'll pause it and we're going to change the rules and duties to being more attacking as well. So we're going to have the wingers, they're going to be attacking. And Buckley can stay on support. Cawley can stay on defend. Murphy and Gallagher, we'll keep them on support. So we've got 4 attackers on attack duties. With no chances so far in the second half, which is a bit disappointing, to be honest. And time is slipping away here, and there is literally nothing happening. What do I do? I don't know what to do. Do I? Okay. Breen shifts along there. O'Kearney comes on up front. I'm tempted to just shoot on sight, to be quite honest with you. I mean, why the hell not? We've got 9 minutes left to try and redeem a point against a team that have picked up 1 point all season up until this game against us. I don't have the player to be able to be more direct. I don't have a target man or anything on the field. I don't think Thomas Breen can be. He's 5'9". Like that's not going to work. Right, we've made those tactical changes. We're going to make a couple of one change elsewhere as well if we can. Omachere is going to come off. We're going to bring on Milani, and we're in fact going to put Milani at left wing. Gallagher just attack, mate. Full back attack for Gallagher. Oh, this isn't what I envisioned. Yeah, we'll do those changes. The crowd are probably going to kick off at me, not just for the result, but also for the fact that I haven't used all 3 substitutions. But it's literally not done anything. It's not done anything. We're in stoppage time. There's the full-time whistle about to come. There it is. A nice 1-0 defeat for us today. So 2 results that, if it was a betting man, I would not have put money on us getting beat twice in this episode. I mean, if this doesn't call for a water bottle, I don't know what does. So that result still leaves us sat in 7th in the table. Shelburne, the team below us, and the team that beat us in the first of today's games have a game in hand on us. So we're provisional 8th, which is where we've finished for the past 2 seasons. I thought when we started the episode in 5th, I thought maybe, just maybe this season could be a bit of a different one for us, where we might be challenging for mid-table, not even see a relegation threat at all season. But that's clearly not going to be the case, as we've shown with defeats against 2 teams that have failed to pick up a victory until they faced us. And one of those teams had 10 men for half the game. So looking ahead to the next episode, I'm not sure when we are going to come back, to be honest with you. I guess it depends on when the Europa Conference League kicks off. I don't really want to play the game against Shelbourne again. I don't want to play Dundalk Again, they smashed us in the first game. But it'll be sometime around the end of May, beginning of June, I imagine, for the next episode. But that is it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it more than me, because it was pretty painful to watch. If you did, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel to get all my content when it comes out. Hit the notification bell to stay notified. And I'll see you next time, where hopefully we've picked up a bit of form and managed to climb up the table. I'm not feeling confident about that though.